Caffeine is widely available in tea, coffee, and all energy drinks. It increases your concentration, alertness, energy levels and perceived ability. The negative effects of it are overuse, you become addicted to it, and in sport, caffeine is illegal in high quantities as it can improve your performance in a sport and give you an unfair advantage over others. Come in.
Oh, we have a casualty!
Oh no! Hello! What is wrong with you? My knee hurts. Oh no! Let's take this brace off. This is a cooling aid. It can be used as part of RICE. Rest, ice, compression, elevation. A positive of this is that it should prevent swelling. A negative is that it can cause ice burn, which is why you have the towel underneath. Cooling aids are legal and they should be applied 10 minutes after the injury occurs and then 10 minutes each day as long as the injury is around. There are many other examples of cooling aids such as ice baths and cooling vests and heat packs. These all aid recovery.
Water is very good because it keeps you hydrated. You should have it before exercise, you should also have it during exercise and after exercise. By it keeping you hydrated, your muscles are replenished and you are improved, your performance is improved.
After activity, keeping hydrated will aid recovery and reduce lactic acid that is built up in your muscles during sport.
What ergogenic aid are you?
I did anti-inflammatory.
Okay, and what are the positive effects of this?
They mask your pain so you can play a sport even when, if you didn't take them, you couldn't because there was too much pain and it hurt too much.
Okay, any negative effects?
Yeah, you'll cause more damage in the long term by masking these effects than good.
Ooh.
Ah. Ow. Ow.
And what's its legal status?
With a doctor's note it's legal, but in most sports they're banned.
Okay.
Okay, alcohol. This is legal for anyone over 18.
Thanks, Sarah.
It is actually a depressant, but it can have stimulant effects. It affects your psychological and physiological processes. It can have positive effects such as increasing your self-confidence, decreasing sensitivity to pain, and reduces excess anxiety and calms your nerves. But it can also impair your psychomotor skills. So any fine movements can't be done, and it highly damages your liver. Okay, so for sports people, alcohol is a big no.
Okay, so what drug are you?
Anabolic steroids.
And what are your negative effects?
They make people become very aggressive. You have excessive mood swings. In youth, if you take it when you're too young, it will actually stop your proper development of your bones, joints and your muscles. And then for males and females, there's lots of different negative effects for you. So females will have more masculine tendencies, and then males will actually start to decrease in strength.
What about positive effects?
It contributes to the metabolic rate, so you can actually break down food and stuff quicker. It improves performance and increase muscle.
Okay, so what are the benefits to a sports performer?
It would reduce fatigue, so you can train for longer and harder, which therefore helps improve your endurance.
Lovely. What is the legal status?
It is banned.
Oh, are you okay there?
I'm knackered.
Maybe you need some steroids.
Carbo loading! Pasta is an example of a carbohydrate. Carbohydrates are very important before activity as they will supply you with energy as they are slow releasing energy stores. Athletes often use a 10-day plan. It is a legal way to enhance their performance. On day 1 and 2 of the plan, you should have high training but a low carbohydrate trait intake.
Day 3 and 4 are pretty much the same again. Day 1 and 2.
Day 5 and 6, training starts to decrease and carbohydrate intake increases as it starts to build your glycogen stores.
Day 7 and 8, there's barely any physical training taking place now, but there's a high intake of carbohydrates. So prior to the match day, which day 9, would be no training and a high level of carbohydrate intake. On match day, about 2 hours before your actual performance, you would have your last meal. This would be something light and something that's easy to digest. And then during your match, you'll be taking in chocolate bars and things like that to replenish your carbohydrate stores.
Okay, here we have John, who is recently thinking about taking creatine, and he thinks that it will make his muscles stronger. So at the moment, he can lift around 2 on the bench press, fairly easily. But we'll give him creatine, which will increase his increase the size of his muscles, and then we'll see how he does. Okay. Okay, now John has done a cycle of creatine tablets and he's bulked up a fair amount, so we're going to see if he can now lift. Number 5 on the scale. Now, we see John is finding this tough. This is because creatine doesn't actually improve your muscle mass and strength. It only increases your muscle mass. It doesn't increase your lean strength whatsoever. The positives of taking creatine, however, are that it improves your physical appearance and confidence. The negative effects of creatine is that it increases urine production in the body.
Get out of the way.
Oh, where's he going? Where's he going? John?
Flush the toilet, you loser!
There's no toilet in there.
The long-term effects of creatine have not been properly researched yet, and they are not known, okay?
Right, okay. What ergogenic aid are you?
Recombinant protein.
What are the negative effects of that drug?
Basically, with all this increase of red blood cells, you can't establish a normal level of red cells or hemoglobin in your blood.
What are the positive effects?
Increased red blood cells and hemoglobin. And this influences your performance because you've got more oxygen, more energy, go for longer.
What's the legal status?
Illegal.
Red blood cells. Speed up.
Gene doping is an illegal ergogenic aid. It's very sport specific, as some athletes have already been found to have higher levels of certain drugs in their body. This is without gene doping in themselves. Gene doping is injecting specific genes into a person to create the perfect sports person. This can be from red blood cells all the way through to growth hormones. Many different negative effects to it. People often say there's flu-like symptoms. but many have been treated for liver disease and even cancer. Positive effects, it will make you the perfect performer in your area of sport, as you are increasing the specific area that you need to actually be able to run or compete in your sport.
Lovely.
Okay, so what muscle are you? Someone get her!
In sports, it is illegal in high quantities. No, start again.
It's illegal.
On day 3 and 4, it's basically the same as in. Yeah, bro.